Hello people, we are back once again, and today is a pretty special video. Normally I do live commentary, but very recently my team, VOW, participated in Cup of the Year and even got to finals. And I was in charge of recording it all so that we could look back and study our plays and such. So since we got so far, I figured I would get my brethren in here, Steve and Drew from VOW. You guys can say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
Hello, people.
Hello, people. Two very gifted players, two members of Tier Council. Oh, yep. Let me keep blazing. I didn't even know why they wanted me here, but I was very grateful that they let me on to participate, and even I got to pilot. They piloted the rest of the games, but I got to play one, so I'm a big man. Anyway, we're gonna go over all of the games that we played on our road to the finals, our thought process before the games, during the games, and just kind of give you guys some nice, high quality post commentary content on some high level games.
This is strictly NU, by the way.
Yes, we were in the NU tier. Thank you, Steve. We had it broken up, so certain people were handling certain tiers. It was me, Steve, and Drew who piloted in NU, and we also had Senju helping us run calcs, but he isn't joining us here today. This round one. What team is this, guys?
This is the Taunt Scrafty
No,
generational.
The team we're facing.
Garbage, like disgusting.
FB?
Fat skull. Oh wait, the team. Yeah, same thing. Garbage. Yeah. OA.
OA? Okay, thank you. Sorry, I just didn't remember the name of the team. I'm not super good with that stuff. But yes, we were playing some ugly stall, and we had a feeling that we might run into stall when we saw the team that we were playing, and we were trying to come up with something that might be very strong into stall because we were pretty confident. And we landed on, you might have heard, Scrafty. We had
well, hold on. Let me stop you because we had the team in our pocket.
Right,
but,
we did.
We anticipated that stall matchup, so we made a couple adjustments. Like the team already had a pretty damn good matchup in the stall. We just decided to double down on that and make it even better.
Yeah, originally it was just the standard bulk up rest Scrafty, and then we changed rest to taunt.
Yes.
And then I think we changed Moltrace to leftovers, but I don't think it even touched the field in this game.
No, I don't think Moltrace came out.
Nice spoiler, bro. Nice spoiler. You should pause right there though, because I will say our lead was very sloppy.
Oh yes. Yeah. Our lead was a bit suspect. We had I think a couple people saying Swampert first, but I thought Rose was pretty good into like most of his guys. I was a bit surprised he led Skuntank because I thought like Brain Dead Swampert Rock's lead might have been.
Yeah.
He might have thought Bronzor was our rocker, maybe, and he was trying to catch that.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a very good point. What happened to me, because I didn't see the Pursuit Skunk, and I totally should have. I was hyper fixated on the Scav. I was like, damn, that's the Pursuit guy. The thought didn't even cross my mind of Skunk just because I was so focused on the snail. But obviously, in hindsight, like, yeah, this guy's gonna try to get us. And he did. That was a good lead from him.
He did get us. It was a good play by him. He is a snail.
This was about the only turn in the entire battle that went his way.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at our opponent's team, you can honestly just let it roll because it doesn't take a genius to see how Scrafty pretty effortlessly just tears it in half.
Yeah, it was a very great bring by us.
And then right here, I think we were deciding on whether or not to go back to Roserade on a stealth rock or just poison this Swampert. And I think we just decided on...
We toxiced it.
Yeah. I remember I wanted to go straight into Scrafty. I was ready. I didn't want to waste any time. I was like, this thing wins whenever it wants to. So let's get that out of the way.
I remember,
we're scared of Toxic because Shedskin RNG sucks. So we wanted to try to prevent, like minimize the scenarios where we're relying on that 30%, even if it's in our favor heavily. That's not always how it plays out. And it's not actually how it did in this battle.
Toxic turned out to be good here because this guy didn't even reveal leftovers when we toxiced him, so...
Yes.
Yeah, so we get a lucky dodge.
Yeah, I remember what happened here.
I honestly, I didn't mess with that dodge. I didn't like that dodge. It didn't end up mattering, obviously. and his switch to auto made it super not matter. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to get our Swampert poisoned, and we could safely get Scrafty's entry on that turn where he's already got his toxic.
Exactly.
That's what I wanted. So he missed that, and I was kind of like, damn. It worked out in our favor. We caught his auto switch, but that was a little lame. It's funny, but I think that was a favorable miss for him.
No, for sure. Because again, if he toxics the Swampert, that means he's not going to click it again, and we get our Scrafty free entry. Fortunately, we look like gods, and we switch it in on the Dino, which works out fantastic for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was like bulk up taunt. There was no wrong click here, and we just bulked up.
And then we dodged.
He clicked.
And then
Oh my God, we dodged.
We dodged the toxic. Yeah, we dodged 2 of them in a row.
Yeah, that was a pretty big dodge. Because who knows if we would have gotten the shed skin or not.
True. Yeah, I mean.
And then right here is always a taunt because you never expect bulk up taunt. Like that is not a real set.
Yeah, and I think from our opponent's perspective, at that point, he's like, okay, I have to toxic this Pokemon and then just figure it out. Like, there's no other button for him to click.
Yeah.
Okay, pause it here, though. Pause it here. This was a weird turn, in my opinion.
Yeah, I remember us trying to figure out, like, if this was banded, are we supposed to, like, attack twice, or are we supposed to bulk up so at the close combat, like, how big do we have to get for the close combat to get neutralized, or are we supposed to attack so that we get more healing on, like, the second drain, you know? I think that's what we were...
Yeah. I immediately was asking for calcs on, like, banded, which in hindsight, this is probably unlikely to be a banded Escavalier in this team, but I guess when I'm, like, planning a couple turns in advance, I like to think of, like, worst case scenario. So yeah, we're trying to figure out CC's damage. If you play it, you'll see that actually didn't end up being relevant at all. But
yeah, I think we ended up saying that +3 into -1 didn't even one hit this, so just attack it twice because it's more damage overall.
Yeah. I don't think there was a wrong answer, honestly. Even if this was CB, I think bulk up or drain would have been acceptable there because we would have killed on the follow-up drain punch, as you can see.
Definitely. And it's good to consider the worst case scenario, especially when we're already in such a fantastic position. Don't want to throw that away.
Yeah. So he just mega horns us, and at this point, it's like, I don't know how we lose.
I would pause it here. I think this, aside from the Roserade debacle, this was the only other turn, at least that I questioned. Because, I guess technically it's later in the game where I questioned it.
Yeah, let it play there.
Yeah, we should have taunted this.
Yeah,
turn,
we didn't taunt this guy, right? We got toxed.
Yeah.
I actually honestly still stand by that play, because taunt, like, yes, would have been fine to prevent the roar or another toxic. But at this point, like, we've already damn near ripped his team in half. I just wanted to get some damage, get another KO. In case worst case scenario, it's not going to happen, but like say we get crit twice in a row by EQ, like that's the only way we can lose at this point. So I'm just thinking, like, get this thing away, get it out.
This was a fantastic turn, by the way. This was the greediest switch in the world, and it might have been me that said it, or Spitch, it was one of us too.
I think it was you
here in case he's greedy.
It was a great call, though. I really couldn't believe he greeted, but you guys were like, nah, he kind of has to, because he really doesn't have a lot of options. We kind of beat this guy in the builder.
That was his only play was to just keep burning turns and this aftermath stuff right here. But at this point, like, we just decimated half his team. So I was feeling good. I was feeling great. And this is the turn you're talking about, Steve, if you want to explain that.
No, it's later, and it's
literally right here when we get aftermath.
It's into the Musharna.
Yes. Well, it's into the audio, but yes.
I wanted to keep this alive in case it was Calm Mind Musharna.
Yes.
With Mono Psychic, because coming back in, you get more chances to get Shed Skin. And if we get one Shed Skin, we just win the game outright with Scrafty.
Right. Yeah, this I will say was an incorrect play. I know I was the one who co-signed staying in. You'll see on this next turn, Autono comes in to click protect and we just die. Whereas, yeah, the switch for sure would have been better. I think in my head, I was okay making this play, even if it wasn't optimal, because the only lose con we had was Musharna being a very rare set in stored power, on top of dodging all of the RNG, because our Jolteon is discharged, so it will get paralyzed. We had
Jolteon with HP Grass, and we thought that I think that switching here was probably better too, because it would have been safer, but I understand going for the RNG just because Jolteon kind of wins from this position anyway, assuming once again it isn't the super rare set, because we're grass. We're HP grass, so even if he manages to heal the Swampert, it was over for him.
Right. And yeah, and again, in my head, like if worst case scenario is Scrafty goes down on this turn and we get to go and start doing this with Jolteon, yeah, I'm cool with that. That's fun. And then even still, the only way to lose is if this Musharna was stored power.
Yeah, otherwise our Bronzor takes care of that.
Yeah, that's Spidef Bronzor too. So +6 Psychic, like even no, it's not happening.
I think we capped that and it was something like 25.
It was something ridiculous, low 20s, yeah, for +6, +6.
Sword power though, that would have two-tapped us. So we were sweating a little bit. We're like, maybe we're gonna get RNG'd in the most sinister way.
Yeah, I started puckering up a little bit. I remember getting the discharge parry and I like breathed a sigh of relief, but like the stupid brain wouldn't paralyze, dude. It made me nervous.
Yeah, that just didn't happen. Yeah, I was like, I'm about to have to eat my words on that Scrafty play, but I don't know. That was optimal again with that Scrafty play, but like if the optimal play is giving us an out versus worst possible RNG situation, and then we still have to gamble for a shed skin, like whatever. Shut up. I'm trying to win the game. That's my thought process. But yeah, we're not min-maxing our odds with that, I suppose.
Drew also had places to be, so he was probably like, man, we've got the top bulk up Scrafty. We've got the Calm Mind sub Jolteon. Two absolutely insane win cons into this guy. Like, when I saw the Jolteon matchup, that felt so good. No Clefable, nothing like that. No parries.
Yeah, it was so sweet. It's like, what do we want to win with? Yeah. This was a nasty bring. I think this was probably the best matchup we had, honestly. It was a great way to start the tournament.
Our morale was high after this.
I'd have to look at the other three again to see how good our other ones were. But yeah, the taunt Scrafty was probably the best call of the tournament.
I would actually, honestly, I would disagree because Rest Scrafty would have won. Taunt actually, I think, was less than ideal. Now, versus a good stall team, Taunt would have been better. This guy just for some reason didn't have Roar, didn't have Haze, which is just unacceptable on a full stall team like this. So I agree, Taunt would have been better versus a good build. But versus this guy's, I mean, like Rest Scrafty just beats him. I don't know if he just forgot that Pokemon existed. Like, there's literally no out he has versus just standard Scrafty. It's really weird.
And then we crit him. Then it was over.
Yeah, get owned.
We deserve that though. Also, we had a lot of opportunities for that, so it was deserved.
Yeah, right. And again, like that's what I was thinking about on that Scrafty stay. I'm like a lot has to go wrong.
Yeah.
At
that point, if we lost, I would have just quit Mons and just not worried about the bad call.
True, yeah. At that point, it's just time to retire. Shout out to the team tournament finally being playable. It's what, like the second, third month of the arena being here. I like it. Brings a nice,
I think it's, second one.
Official air, you know. That was a good feeling, bro.
Yeah.
So this was your game next, right?
Yeah, next game, you had to leave, and I did not click the recorded button in time. However, Drew had to leave, so Steve was giving me options on what I could play. This was versus Navi, correct? I remember because I was really scared when I heard we were versus Navi because they're like statistically the best team, right?
Right. And let me pause and explain, because I wasn't able to be in voice for this. I was watching it though. For the viewers at home, I was packing my bags out of Nevada, and I had to hit the road as soon as this tournament started. So I was ghosting. I was may have been playing Mons behind the wheel of a motor vehicle.
Hey.
Maybe not. But this one I wasn't tapped into. So I'm excited to see what y'all did because I wasn't paying that close of attention. But I will say Steve was like kind of not freaking out, but he was really trying to figure out what team we were going to use. And I think what I told him was literally just use the best team we have in our pocket, and we need to send Spidget out there because these our Navi opponents have a lot of scouts, a lot of info on me and Steve and our play styles and team choices and stuff. So I told Steve, I was like, man, this is Spidget right here. Give him the best team. Let's go.
Yeah. So I decided there were two teams that I thought were really good, and I decided on this one because playing Hasvik as much as I have, He is an Electros merchant, and I made this Band Blaziken Adamant specifically to one-hit Electros. And then when I saw like the most standard Electros team come out of Hazvik at team preview, I was like, you better lead that fucking Blaziken and press close combat. That's exactly what happened.
Which is awesome. That's such a good read.
Bottom left.
Yeah, and you're so right though. You're so right. This is like, honestly, and I'm not saying it as a bad thing, but this is probably the most standard, the most cookie cutter team we went against in the whole tournament. Like this is, if you asked me like some of the 6 best mons in NU, like I would give you the 6 that we're loaded up against right now. Because this is just, it's really predictable. Honestly, it's really predictable, and that helped us.
Yeah.
This was totally standard, especially compared to some of the later stuff we saw, which was super weird. I remember I was nervous, but I was excited to be potentially useful to the team since I stream all of my gameplay, so they might have thought I was going to bring like screens or some sort of like fast-paced offense, but this team had a lot of mons that I never used. Steve like listed 3 teams, I think, that he was okay with me bringing, but he had actually sent me this team in DMs before, and he was like, we should record this after Cup of the Year. I'm 15-0 with it. And I was like, man, Band of Blades again, that's so cool. So when he gave me the choice of the 3, I was like, man, so let's put up that Banded Blaziken. And when Steve saw this, he was like, yeah, lead that Blaziken into that eel and punch it in the fucking face. Another fantastic
bring. I just want to point
bring.
that out, though. CC was a really good click. I think a lot of people, including myself, maybe might have clicked Flare Blitz on that turn. But I can imagine y'all's thought process was probably like, if there's a switch, it's going to be Arcanine and nothing else. Like he can't lose Rotom just off rip like that. That was a really good click. Because Blitz was totally valid too, but you would have taken a lot of unnecessary recoil.
Yeah, I don't think we actually discussed it, but I wasn't considering Flare Blitz just because, like, first of all, you have to be banded to even kill that eel, so maybe he tries to get super greedy with us. Second of all, yeah, I thought the dog would come out before the ghost, so just super.
And this was a weird dog set, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was a very weird dog set. It unfortunately caught us out.
So hindsight, just let this roll. In hindsight, the next 2 turns were, well, this next turn was fine.
Yeah, this was fine. This was a good turn. Yeah. But here you see that's not banded damage. You know that's not banded damage.
We said this isn't banded.
So my logic behind that was I have never seen a non-banded, especially a defensive Arcanine, which ended up being what this is, use Wild Charge before.
Right. So you're thinking curse or defensive or something,
yes,
right?
Yeah. So we just called out Scald, like just to see what he did. And
I remember watching turn 1, and I'm like, wow. And then I remember watching turn 2, and I'm like, give it right back to him. The good thing is, and I told Steve this, I think I whispered him in game, I remember, is that Mantine is really, really bad in this game. Honestly, It's owned by, obviously, the Arcanine. Like, everything. He loses to everything except for, Steelix?
Except for Steelix, yeah.
The only caveat is that rocks are really lame for this team. They're really lame. So that was something that y'all had to deal with.
The thing is, even sacking Mantine here, the only hazard removal on the field now is still a defogger in the Rotom on the other time. Or on the
so it wasn't that bad. It was a mistake for sure, but it wasn't that bad. It was okay.
Yeah. We should have scouted
favored us
for sure, because no matter how bad Mantine is, I wish I
sack's a sack.
Maybe spoke up, but like I think we air slashed because we tried to catch a potential Toxic Croak double on the skull.
Yeah, we probably.
But maybe we should have just went Steelix to cover both Wild Charge potential and bring it into the Toxic Croak. But maybe that's a bad play because you wouldn't want to risk Special Croak. So no, we should have went Musharna. Was the real answer.
It would have been Musharna if anything. Yeah,
because Musharna's blanks into the
skunk. Mid-ground.
So that definitely was our correct play. But
I think that's a forgivable play. You guys were probably hooting and hollering up that turn 1. You're like, let's get him again on that air slash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fully trusted Steve with my life after that turn 1. I was like, it's all right.
Yeah.
This actually,
I wouldn't have co-signed that.
No one brought this up ever, but I actually think that this was a mistake. And I actually regretted this turn, which was a pretty inconsequential turn, pretty much as the Mantine turn, even though it wasn't as impactful. We knew rocks were coming up here. And I think that we should have Earthquaked the Steelix again this turn since we knew rocks were coming out, and then put up rocks ourselves next turn. But instead we traded rocks and then we clicked Earthquake again. I think we ended up clicking it into Rotom. And
I think I think the Arcanine would actually die coming back in after Rocks to Earthquake. I think.
I don't mind
So
that
the
play
Rocks-
though. Honestly, I don't mind that play. Like, if I'm y'all, I don't care if Rotom comes in.
And
I know it's gonna be a trick or a wisp, and y'all go Zoro, right?
Yeah, we went Zoroark and we boomed him. It only ended up being annoying because that Steelix kind of lingered at the end of the game with a very small amount of HP. But yeah, we boomed this guy and we go into our Scarf Zoroark on the trick. That was a beautiful turn.
That was a brilliant. That was a brilliant play. Really easy play to make, but still brilliant.
It's
You know it's gonna be wisp, or you know it's gonna be trick.
It's pretty much our only play, but it's a super satisfying one for sure.
yes. Yeah, then I believe so. I think we pressed Flamethrower here.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
This turn was crazy.
I think he realized the mechanics of trick, because if you trick the same item, like if you receive the same item for trick, you're locked to trick. Like you're locked to the move you press. While your opponent is
like
not.
that.
Yeah.
Like yeah. 100%.
I remember we pondered Dark Pulse or Flamethrower here because I thought maybe he thinks Flame's coming again. But even though that was like maybe the freer looking click, Steve told me, no, we probably don't want a Dark Pulse because you don't want to let in that Toxicroak in like untaxed. And I was like,
I agree.
You know what?
And
That's
like,
totally correct. And positioning wise, I think Flamethrower is better, even though this dog came in on us and we were like, man, what the fuck? Like, if that Toxicroak was a threatening set, it would have been bad if we gave it that free turn potentially. So
yeah. Free turn for Toxie is devastating. A free turn for Arcanine is whatever. You got Mashana, you've scouted this set. You have
exactly not as important. At least I didn't think it was until Morning Sun. Then I was like, bitch, why are you Morning Sun? That made me mad.
Yeah, I mean, that's annoying, but it's like, it's whatever. This mon is not an issue. This mon is not an issue as long as Mashana's around.
Yeah.
This
we were
turn
debating a double, I believe, and we ended up doing it.
Yeah,
This is a scary double, honestly.
Yeah, but
he's
like got a skunk.
It's really aggressive. It's really aggressive. If I was Hazvik, honestly, I would just blitz once here. Because I think if that's so safe, like what the hell is Musharna gonna do? You can risk that.
Yeah.
That's what I realized afterwards. I was like, man, he probably was just like, I have healing. Yeah, he did Flare Blitz again on us.
So the logic behind this next turn, though, and I'm really happy with this next turn, is that this Flare Blitz just did 34. Extreme Speed's not killing you. Flare Blitz obviously isn't killing you. Wild Charge isn't killing you. Go ahead and fucking just risk it and press close combat again.
Yeah.
What is this Rotom realistically going to do to you if it comes onto the field?
We just sent it.
You've got Zero, you've got Steelix, and even I would even say that
and
like
Toxicroak isn't even a switch.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you CC'd. Yeah, you got him.
Yeah. And he ended up super over predicting a U-turn or something like that, and we caught the dog, which was so nice.
Yeah, and if I'm y'all, I'm thinking like at this point, I don't really care if Steelix like gets tricked by this Rotom. Like that's if I'm y'all, that's my switch from this point on because you got EQ. This thing's gonna die to hazards eventually.
EQ free as shit. We sacked instead of like going to Zoroark just because Zoroark was so good and so was
interesting. So I'm wondering how this got dicey because Lix has just the rest of Hazvik's team by the balls. So I'm actually did we make some mistakes here to make this as close as it was?
We probably could have just gone Steelix here instead. I'm trying to remember.
We actually talked about should we go Scyther and Flamethrower or should we go into Steelix and just Earthquake, and we did end up going and Flaming. I don't
good play though.
Remember our logic, but we did talk about both possibilities, and we chose this.
Yeah.
I don't hate that play. Yeah, that was such a free Steelix. I probably would have gone to Steel, but I think either's fine. As you can see, Toxie just lost half itself. Good play.
Oh, you know what? We thought this was special Toxicroak.
We were scared.
It ended up not being special.
You have to respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, special Toxie get in the game right here if it gets a plot. I mean, you have Scyther, but it's scary.
Yeah,
we actually
Black Sludge come up.
Scouted for Vacuum Wave. I think we were scared of. But
yeah, what did you kind of have to go hard Scyther or what? What did you go, Musharna?
Mush, I think we went. Yeah.
Because
good play though.
Even if it's nasty plot, Dark Pulse wasn't killing after that switch because it was Black Sludge.
We don't double here, and we should have.
Yeah, Yeah, you should have, but that's such a hard double to make because
It's,
you need every Pokemon. That
It
you
just
have
feels
left.
so
You
shitty,
can't.
bro.
I don't think so though, because like, okay, Skunk comes in and you don't have the information that tells you this is a bad play, but in my head, if I see that, I'm not worried about Skunk. I have Steelix in the back. That's a non-issue.
Exactly. We get boomed
Now
though by
it's
the
like,
flame, and
oh,
now it's like,
shit.
oh,
Oh,
fuck,
shit.
oh no.
Yeah, now it's awkward. But every time Steelix gets a click, it's a great turn for y'all. So
Yeah.
I imagine, would you just Quaker?
I think so, yeah.
No, no, we
I
slammed,
think
bro.
she heavy slammed this.
Yeah, great call
brilliant
by
play,
Steve,
brilliant play.
actually. It was a very aggressive call out on the Rotom. Even though the initial thought is, man, Earthquake is so free, we kind of let this get too close for how ahead we were, so we had to fight back.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's a good play. He's 1,000% going Rotom, always there. He needs all of his HP on all of his guys left. And you haven't revealed Heavy Slam at that point. He's probably thinking like, okay, if I get Toxic, whatever, I can just try to trick something.
I think here
I like
we
that
just
play a
Quake
lot.
down because we think Scyther wins if we Quake this twice.
Okay, in this play, I freaking hate it. I really hated this play because I don't know. I just felt like you could go free Scyther, you could go free Musharna, you could even go Zoroark if you wanted to get greedy. I just really wish y'all retained Steelix's HP because I saw how big of a problem that Skunk was going to be for you guys. And Steelix, even though it has Flamethrower, like its Earthquake is just so good. It's just so good. I really wish y'all would have kept this thing healthy. It wouldn't have been as close, I think.
So there was a reason that I had Spidget do that. This
We thought that
Steelix is min
Scyther beat
speed.
it.
Well, no. So this Steelix is min
What?
speed. This was for later in the game. The Steelix was min speed. If we outsped the Steelix, then that means our Musharna was faster, because I put a couple points of speed on the Musharna, which it actually locked us into winning this game later down the road because we were able to press Calm Mind while Steelix was still alive and just kill it. It's like way down the road though. Like there's probably 20 turns that
Right.
pass before this happens.
Yeah, I think in hindsight, Scyther needed to be sacked instead of all that Steelix HP because this is a turn where it'd be like just switch and sack Scyther and then you get your Steelix.
Yeah.
Because Skunk by its own is not an issue. On its own, it's a non-issue.
Yeah.
But you fought.
Yes.
You fought back.
Yeah, this game eventually came down to a PP stall.
A very
tricking.
ugly ending. Yeah, I thought we were gonna like get big on this guy and force down the licks, and then Scyther was gonna scythe all over the place. But unfortunately, Hasvik had other plans for us, which was not great. As we ripped the SD,
Right.
and this guy roars us out, and that's when we were like, that's fucking bad.
Very, very good roar though. Very, very, very good roar.
Yeah,
is this
good
the
roar by
turn?
him.
Because I remember we tricked the Skunk, which is why the game was winnable.
Yeah.
From this
Yeah.
point, otherwise
this turn.
that thing would have just cleaned.
We flame
Yeah,
here.
not this turn yet.
I remember watching this and I'm like, oh, we have to trick this freaking Skunk, please.
Yeah. Maybe he thought Trick was coming out that turn, and that's why he roared and let us do what he did. But after this, it was like, I think we tried to hit
after this,
him.
it was pretty obvious that we were just going for a PP stall angle.
I honestly though, I maybe would have even tricked that turn because Zoroark picking up some leftovers would just be so sweet.
That was our logic for the Trick when the Licks was still alive later. It was like, man, if we get those lefties, that's still nice for us.
Yeah. And you know what? I think other plays fine for that reason too. It's like you can always trick. Like you don't have to do it on that turn. As long as you get it off in the game, like life is good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this endgame was played about as good as you could have.
Given the situation, it was, yeah.
Right, you can't ever risk those doubles. Honestly though, maybe that turn that would have been maybe a good Scyther switch on the Musharna turn.
Yeah.
Just to give you a little bit more momentum. But it would have been the same game state.
Yeah.
Spaghetti was falling out of my pockets at this point. I was pissing and shitting myself.
Oh, I was so scared. I was so scared.
I'd already
remember
pissed and
our-
shot myself, in fact.
So this is where that info on the Steelix being slower ended up coming to light and helping us, because once we trick here, obviously Skuntank just flamethrowers. I think it burns us or something like that.
Yeah, it did burn us, but it didn't matter. We were dead anyway.
And
right.
when
But yeah, this turn trick's so good.
Yeah, when Musharna comes in, it was free Calm Mind, free Psychic, because Steelix could never press Toxic on us and then put us into an awkward situation of if we get flinched, we probably lose the game.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought after this we like basically won for sure with the mush, because like in my eyes, Skuntank's, I don't play a ton of NU, despite being on the NU team here. Maybe this is common, but I didn't think it was gonna be like full. I didn't think it was gonna be what it was, and it ended up being a bit scarier.
Did you? I don't recall. Did we set up to plus 1,000 on this, Steelix?
Okay,
that's interesting. Why did
Cox.
you kill it? Why didn't you get all of your CMs?
Oh,
because
we
he
have
could
healed
have doubled.
already.
I mean, it was fine either way. We didn't want to be toxic with when Skuntank was coming in, because Dark Pulse was not doing much to +1. It was doing 30, and then as we get higher and higher, we were able to just moonlight it up.
I'm gonna hard disagree. I'm gonna chalk that up as a misplay. If you get toxic, you can always heal Bell on the follow up.
That's
But
if
you
you
can
don't
click it
get flinched,
forever.
though. Because go back to the turn we killed Steelix. What HP was Musharna at?
Mush was at like 80 here.
Okay, so if we're toxic that turn, we would be what at something like 80,
77.
Yeah.
So what you feared is he just presses toxic until he's dead.
And then we get flinched on the.
Yeah,
we want to get flinched down while toxic.
Yes.
At least
yeah.
that's what I figured the thought process was.
I don't hate it. Maybe it's not a misplay. I think I would have done it differently, but it probably would have had the same result.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at this point, we knew we were just reserving ourselves to winning by PP stall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been this close after such a beautiful start by us, but a little bit of spaghetti. We overcome though. We fight back against a strong team, and we get in an RNG position. Is it common for Skuntanks to be full special attack Dark Pulse? This was some weird shit, right? That's not weird. No. That's not real, right?
This was a strange skunk. I really like the set, but it was not normal.
Yeah. And that it was like full special. It was just full offensive Skuntank. We
thought this PP stall was going to be like a lot easier, a lot less scary, but
yeah.
The odds were not in our favor, I think.
No, they were not in our favor.
Let's just be Dan, but we should have been crit eventually. I'm
shocked
it didn't happen.
Later on, we kept our HP high enough that like crit wouldn't have mattered unless he flinched us alongside, I think. I remember like I was using my timer really trying to figure out like I feel like there has to be a mathematical way to not fucking chance this, because I wanted the calcs on crit Dark Pulse into us, and I was like, we get the lefties, and then if we're +6, it does like 12 to us, I think, or 13.
Right. Yeah, it did what? It did 30 to +1, so just double that.
Yeah, it does 78 max, I think is what we said.
Yeah, the max roll was like 77, 78, something like that.
Okay, then then I'm glad you did that, because that's the right thing to do. Just make it leverage your luck, so you just can't like crit flinch is the only win con for him. That's
so
good.
I don't know if we really didn't have odds, because crit wasn't like that was the first time we got flinch, which was actually pretty lucky, but well, a lot of turns crit wouldn't have actually won for us. For him,
yeah, because he's doing 13. Like he could crit flinch and you still lefties and you're still out of range.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he had to do it twice.
And crit could be as low as like 66 or something.
Maybe the odds were a little bit skewed in our favor. Kind of tough to tell.
Yeah, but, it's hard mental math. It didn't matter. We were just like, whatever. We're gonna click the buttons and see what happens. And I'm not gonna subject the viewers to this. I don't think.
Yeah, just skip all this. Eventually, it got down to struggle rain, or down to just struggling after 24 Dark Pulses, and that was it. Yeah, we do manage to PP stall it. I was pretty excited, bro, that they put me in for Team Tour, and I did not have a seizure and click the wrong fucking button and throw it for the team. It didn't happen. Still undefeated in team tournament. Let it be known, I'm 2-0.
Yo, yes,
2-0.
sir. I remember
big.
hopping in the call around this point, and I'm like, what the hell is going on, guys? Like, how did it get to this?
But yeah, eventually it struggled to death, and we did get him. Oh, it was scary, bro. But shout out to Steve for allowing me to play what he said was his favorite team, because he was not able to play his favorite team, aka the Scyther team, for his upcoming round here.
I think what makes him a lot happier is beating those guys.
Yeah.
True. That's true. No, it's a great
sacrifice
point.
he was probably happy to make.
Yeah, so next round
was next?
NWO, and this was versus Zcot, who brought the same team that he had used the last round, which I didn't expect.
That's
him
crazy.
to.
So this is
But-
semifinals. Winner of this game gets a
Yes.
silver cup.
Exactly. Yes. This
Guaranteed.
was the big one because we
Yes,
either
so I decided to sunset Munchlax because Big Daddy's coming down to NU.
Relax.
So I brought a team that I had made I don't know, early last month, and I felt like it was pretty good, especially into what he has with like Lantern, Whimsicott, Rotom.
Yeah, so like let's talk about his team, bro. Like
the
I
Whimsicott
think his
was
team is bad. I think he had a really bad team. It's really offensive. I just think it's bad. It doesn't seem cohesive to me. I'm not
I think
a fan
it's
of it.
scary for like no fighting resist. I guess it's Rocky Helmet Dread and the Rotom, but like I don't know. It's Hitmontop. What if Hitmontop existed?
Yeah, it's just it's strange. I feel like a Spike Zoroark into this kind of team, or even a Life Orb one into Zcot is just devastating. Like
True, absolutely.
Yeah, you're looking
That
at the
would blow
land.
it
I don't
up.
even think that wasn't a Calm Lantern because you
No.
skipped the
Oh
turn. but
yeah,
we did
actually,
what?
I
We
sorry,
did a
I skipped
lot
a
of
turn.
damage.
But this, I think it was like offensive AV or something because we led
Yeah,
Roserade into Lantern. We were all so excited, right? I think we said like free Sludge Bomb, but the Lantern stays in, Ice Beams us for like fucking 66 or something. And
Yeah.
Steve makes a great call on Giga Draining instead of like trying to over predict and Sludge Bomb again, and we get a bit healthier. But that Lantern was like super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such a good lead though.
It was offensive AV. I checked that after the game. So first two turns were just a Sludge Bomb that poisoned the Lantern, and then I decided just Giga Drain it. We'll see what happens.
And I honestly,
Exactly.
I remember I was calling the Sludge. I disagreed with that call. I wanted to Sludge that turn because I was so scared of Dreddy coming in and getting those free rocks. So I mean, Giga was obviously the right call, turn 2. But I was shocked. He just surrendered that Pokemon just immediately. He had some outs. He just, I don't know, wanted the damage.
So
Zcot had some
this
good turns
turn-
though, for sure.
This turn is we were discussing it for a little bit, and I run a niche set for Roserade, which is substitute and 3 attacks with Life Orb, and eventually decided upon staying in to see if this is Scarf Embor, because if it is, then I think Moltres just comes in and kills something basically every turn.
Yeah, we get a great follow up and great info if we lose our Rose here, but that's not what happens.
Yeah, so he blitzes, he's not Scarf, he ends up being Life Orb, and then we
Well,
went
we're like
into-
fist bumping too to Life Orb. Like I was scared of Scarf. I was so scared of Ban too. So I saw that
Yeah.
Life Orb. I'm like, oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so expecting Sucker Punch to come here, we went into Moltres, and he predicted it, which wasn't it's not that bad. Scarf Moltres was not really going to
was
do all
okay.
that much unless it came in for free.
But yeah, there was always Dreddy.
Yeah, there's Druddigon there, and then like still got Rotom. We actually ended up going Steelix here to just either make it kill itself or penalize him for staying in by putting rocks up.
Yeah, this was kind of a ballsy play. Yeah, we did go Steelix Hawk because we're looking at our guys. We're like, damn, Rotom can't kill. Vaporeon's going to get lit up. And Rose was risking that sucker. It's the same turn that we were just in. So yeah,
we just decided
were
to put
kind
up
of
rocks and hope
forced.
he blitzed us. Yeah, I don't think we even had anything else we could really do.
Right,
Yeah,
and that
and
scared
then-
the hell out of him. He was like, I'm out of here, which is great.
And then we were like, hey, what switches into Toxic on this team?
Yes, I do remember that. It was like, even if he tricks us, like Scarf Toxic 6-0's this shit.
Yep.
Right. And at this point, Steelix is here. Its role in the game is to make Embor kill itself, demonetized, and eat a Dragon Tail. Right. That's what it was gonna do. And so if it's holding a Scarf, it can do that. That was such an easy stay from us.
And then we went into Munchlax one time for a Shadow Ball, and then went into Steelix.
Yeah, we had to flex
right
a little
away.
bit. We're like, all right, bro, let's get a little bit more chip, That was free.
We thought that Volt or like trick to take our Eviolite was coming out. He ends up defogging, but like still good turns for us.
Yeah, and I think
Yup.
I think that I
Did we
We were-
toxic, right?
executive. No, I think I went
No, he
executive
quaked.
order over you guys and went.
Jesus Christ,
Earthquake.
bro went for none of the above.
And then I
I'm thinking
went for-
tox or rocks.
And then I went for Earthquake one more time, hoping that
And that was a good
something was
play.
coming in. Even if Whimsicott came in, Munchlax was just coming in for free all day.
Right.
Um,
I think that turn definitely should have been toxic in hindsight. Toxic was so free, or even rocks are good.
Yeah.
That was such a good
no big
turn
deal.
for us. I couldn't believe he
Yes.
like didn't rock. He
Yes.
didn't try to click his free glare. He just taunted, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Because our Roserade had the freest sludge bomb of all time into his
Let's
6.
pause. Let's pause. Because now I'm looking at this again, and I'm thinking, like, I don't know why he taunted. That was a really, really bad play from
No,
him.
It was like a
no idea.
misclick, surely, right? Like I
Something-
was so surprised by that.
I thought rocks or I thought glare. And so Rose would have been a valid switch into both of those still, but yeah, taunt was like none of the above. That was a really nothing play by him. That was a really, really bad play.
Yeah, the only thing that I can think of is he thought Rotom was coming in and he was preventing hazards, but like rocks aren't that strong into what's
At
left
this
on
point,
the team.
yeah, Moltres is gone.
Yeah, so I mean, Dragon Tail would probably just be it. Like
I
you're
would've loved
expecting a
Tail.
switch.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that would have been the move I clicked. Yeah, Steelix ain't staying. But
Yeah.
thank God he did. I mean, that made it really easy on us. And at this
Yeah.
turn, we're like, maybe he has Sucker Punch, but we just got such a freebie, like whatever.
Yeah,
Let's
we
get
had
some
to
info.
send it, especially after the taunt.
Yeah.
We were like, "Fuck it," and he rocks here, I think. And it's like, man, he
Yes.
gave us a kill, the whole Drudagon for free.
That was so strange. Like he had a free rocks turn, and it ends up just being a trade for his rocks. We were really bailed out. I mean, not bailed out. We weren't in a bad spot, but we were really gifted that turn from him. This was a really easy battle, honestly.
Yeah.
Sorry, Z-Cut.
Please, some respect for the man who wild charged us, please.
So
And I think at this point,
And he had
but he
Sucker. He did it
suckers.
to us.
right? He reveals it, but I think at that point we're like, honestly, this guy's playing so bad. We're in such a good spot. Like, let's see, is he Sucker or whatever? And he is, and that's really scary. That is really scary because Rotom's our only guy that can hurt this, and it takes a Astillion from Sucker, right? So we are kind of sweating about his M-bar
it
at this
actually,
point.
I think it kills us after rocks. Like we need lefties, and we decide to go out. And did we fog?
I believe he fogged, and
yes,
fog is
he-
always
he
safe.
Switched
'cause-
out. Yeah.
Yeah, fog is always a great play here. Great
Yeah.
switch, great click from us. Because if he blitzes and kills himself, no big deal. That's
Yeah, it's
a
still
great
good
trade for us.
I think we fogged because we were the last remaining threat on this team for us was like the Sharpedo. Because the Emboar we can get to kill itself on the licks or whatever, or the Rotom. But the Sharpedo we're a bit scared of. Because if it's CC, then Munchlax isn't like the best check ever into it. So we
Right,
fog so that the Vaporeon and the Munchlax can check it more easily, I think was our logic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
so
I believe
with
it's
no-
a. Go ahead.
With no rocks on the field, that Vaporeon actually always eats 2 crunches. So
Which is good. That's so good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how we beat Shark, I believe. Because I think it's at this point. I
Yes.
think I said something in the voice, something like, until we know that Shark isn't CC, we have to keep Vaporeon 100%, or else we're gonna get
Yes.
cleaned.
Yes.
I was
So-
really surprised by this reveal of Life or Whimsicott. I thought that was really cool.
Another bizarre choice. I don't think it was good for him here. I think his mod's really bad in this context. I was really thankful his
Yeah.
Life Orb, because if some annoying Encore stuff, Leech Seed would have maybe bugged us, but this was just such a nothing, easily counterable set, bro.
Munchlax devoured this. Yeah, when we saw it was Life
Yeah.
Orb, I think we just instant said, okay, Munchlax beats this 1v1. And the boss comes out.
What did we click this turn? Because this should be
Fire
Body
Punch.
Slam. And
We-
yeah, I think we Fire Punched, huh?
Yeah,
It should have been
pressed-
Fire
we
Punch
pressed
into
Fire
Body
Punch.
Slam. I think after the first Fire Punch, it always should have been a Slam, and we didn't. We double Fire Punch, which I think is a mistake. Because we let
I
Emboar in.
think Fire Punch was fine because whatever damage we do to Emboar, if he blitzed into Rotom, he was always dying to it. Like to
That-
the recoil plus the Life Orb recoil.
Man, I do think that's the logic we used, but I don't know. I think Body Slam that turn was pretty free. I don't think it was going to go Rotom because we showed that we were Fire Punching. And if he
Yeah.
stays,
Well,
it's
even
like
if he does, it's
the
like
same
LOL,
damage.
yeah, like your Rotom on Munchlax. I don't care. Yeah. So I think that was a little bit of a miscue, because at this point, like you're saying Blitz, but you got to remember CC from this thing is gonna put down Steelix too. This could have gone south maybe, but it was fine.
I think we actually
Yes,
went
but
hard
he-
Rotom, and he did
CC here.
CC to try to catch the licks, as you said, so he doesn't die.
Right. But because we preserved the Rotom, because we played well, it just turns into I think we have to eat a sucker, and we get out of it.
we
take a
actually
Shitillion.
we do. Before, after the rocks, we would have died, but at
Yes.
full, it was vastly in our favor to live a sucker, I believe.
We always
Yes.
lived it. We always lived it at full, even if it was adamant Life Orb.
Right.
With that,
So
with that extra leftovers tick, it was always living.
I do see what you were saying earlier a little better, Steve. Where it's like we can always Fire Punch if he goes on board. Just send out Rotom.
Yeah.
If he kills himself, whatever. But
Yeah. Then this
I was
turn,
sweating.
I believe we just went Munchlax to see what he went into.
Big Shark
Then
comes
he
out.
brings
Yeah.
out Sharpedo.
Yeah,
we've
we wanted
only
to
got
bait in
one
that shark.
play.
I remember because we have this 5% rotom. We're like, okay, oh, well, you can have it.
Yeah.
We
Free
just
sec.
wanna get our Scald off with Vapo and figure out what's going on here. This is like the game right here. This is where we're like,
Yes.
okay, let's see how this goes. Defense drop is gonna really mess with us or crit
Oh,
or
that would
something.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Defense drop.
And
Despicable.
I am still extremely confused as to what these next 2 turns were.
Yeah. I don't know.
I forgive that one. Because he's probably thinking the same thing we are. He's like, let's see if this isn't a Fizz Vapo, I can win right now
True.
with my
Yeah.
sharp.
The second one though, I don't fuck
This
with.
this one, yeah, I have no idea what was happening.
I think honestly, I think he might have just been fishing for a crit, just trying to win lazily. But yeah, like he could have
could've
gone
went-
to Whimsy so easily and then
Yeah.
doubled back into Shark. Like he could have fought back.
Yep.
I think he had
I'm
options.
very thankful he didn't.
For sure, because I think at this point we were pretty confident that Munchlax won. We're just like debating, like, we were debating like the way to maximize our odds. I think.
Yeah.
But
at
we
this
had
point,
it
because we're
locked
Rust Munchlax. The only thing we could have lost to was maybe like a taunt Whimsicott, but even then we get a Fire Punch on that taunt turn, and it's like, oh well. Rotom can't come in; it'll die to Fire Punch plus Toxic. So
Yeah.
Crazy
yeah, that
how
was it.
Snorlax is dropping down to NU without the tier council even allowed to vote on whether or not it should drop to NU. And meanwhile, here we are. Oh.
No, I think that's poor phrasing. We weren't not allowed to vote. There just wasn't a vote, which
Oh,
raised some
okay.
eyebrows. It
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
like,
Thank
oh,
you.
you
Thank you
can't
for the
vote on
correction.
this.
I actually thought that they bypassed the vote for whatever reason because somebody said
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Thank you.
Money
That makes me
wasn't
feel
like,
better,
I love
honestly.
Snorlax.
it wasn't. I love Snorlax too. I get it, but
Yeah, so right here we're burning. I think we ended up just resting one more time. Just
yeah, we were.
Yeah, at this point we're arguing about like how to win the game.
Exactly.
That's
Like, do we
already won.
PP stall it? Do we take all 8 encores? At first, I was like, man, do we actually take all 8 encores? Because that gives us better odds. But then I was like, man,
I think I
let's
said
just
that
get
too. I
back
was
to
like,
full
yeah.
HP.
I was like, just rest. Screw this guy. But
And I think we
got
just
an evasion
decided
or something.
we valued our time and decided to kill it or something. We just
yes.
sent it.
yeah, so burn the second sleep turn, sack Steelix, and then come back in and just fire punch spam and win.
Yeah. Because at this point we got our calcs on deck. We have our excellent expert calcer Senju. We're like crit volt switch, crit Giga Drain. We live those both. Life is good.
Yeah.
Shout out Senju.
Fire punch to
saw-
the cows come on.
We saw the fire punch did like 50, and he's not getting 20% HP back with the life orb recoil. So
Yeah, that life orb was really like honestly, a leftover from Scott would have really bothered us a little more in this
Yes.
end game. I'm
Yes.
very thankful. Even Specs would have been really big for him.
Man, I never actually explained what cup
Oh,
of the
no,
year
you
was,
can
did I?
encore.
Oh well.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
You might retroactively.
Yeah, maybe I will retroactively. It's a great point. Maybe I'll record another clip like explaining what team tournament is. But we were in
Look at all the
NU.
woos, everyone's flipping out.
Yeah, we were. Vamos, let's go.
Because I think that game, that locked
put us
in
2-1.
our win. I think that was. Oh, that was our 2-1. Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
But yeah,
Someone said in chat 2-1, but maybe that was before we
no,
won.
I think that was our third. I think NU was the 3.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that
you're
win
right.
got us.
Yeah,
got
that
us
was
to
the
Vanity.
cup.
So everyone's
That
like,
was the
hell
cup.
yeah.
Oh shit.
That was the cup. And I will say a lot of these series were really close. We obviously had a great performance and made it to the finals, but I think only one series wasn't like 3-2, right?
Yeah.
I think
We
that's
won
right,
that
yeah.
one 4-1, I think.
It
Or no, the
was-
one
yeah,
that I played in, we won 4-1, I think, versus Navi.
But the competition honestly was really good.
Yeah.
Navi, I guess Navi was our easiest one then. Huh. Awkward.
True. Anyways, we made it to the finals versus LO.
Okay, so
Let's talk about this team choice. And there it is. Thank God we can see it. You look beautiful. You should let it play so we can see our opponent's team as well.
Sure. Yeah, sure. It sucks that
Because
the
I'll let
previews like
Steve
this now.
explain it. This is his team, but we did argue a little bit about the changes.
Yeah, you guys made some tweaks, right?
Before he explains, I do want to say that every rounds before every opponent, with the information we had from scouts and just from battling these guys in the past, we did take our existing teams and we tweaked them, right? So we saw what adjustments we could make going into the round to give us a little bit of a leg up. And that was absolutely paramount. I mean, that paid dividends. Every change we made, except for maybe the Tauntaun Scrafty round one, was really good. And even that one was good, if you ask me.
Yeah, so this team normally, the only change from these 6 that I have, well, it's still a Haunter, but it's an offensive Nasty Plot Haunter. We decided instead to opt for a defensive Haunter with Taunt, because this team's pretty fast paced and we're not really trying to keep everything on the field for too long. It's
Yeah, because you had what, Paint Split? Sorry to cut you off, but I think you had Paint Split, and I was like, nah, bro, this has got to be Taunt because we're so offensive.
No, it was just Nasty Plot, 3 attacks, and then the one set that I had was Paint Split, and then like the one defensive Haunter that I had was Paint Split, and we changed it to Taunt, which I believe was huge.
Taunt was very important in this game. Very important.
It was very important. Not for why I thought, because my thought process with Taunt was this team doesn't appreciate rocks like most, so that's another way we can prevent rocks and just bother our opponent. But offense appreciates stopping that, so I wanted another tool into that. That's not how we ended up using it, actually, funnily enough, but it was still useful, as we'll see.
Yeah.
It was a very unique interaction for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
his team was
this is Zoroark.
So weird, right? He doesn't have a Zoroark. Oh, you mean our Zoroark? Sorry.
Actually, I genuinely don't remember. I think this was Zoro, right?
I think it was
I
Drud.
think this was actually Druddigon.
Yeah, I think it was Drud.
Because I believe I glared turn 1 and then put rocks up.
You did. You're right. Yeah, easy glare. Such an easy glare. He does have like Rose and Scrafty to punish, but we can still do our thing.
Bro, I don't know if we did glare. Oh, we did. No, you're better.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
Rocks come out here and the Scyther comes out?
Yes.
I thought we didn't glare because I thought Scyther was coming out, but no, the Claydol wasn't scared of the Zoroark. He just puts up those rocks. His team is so odd.
So interesting. Honestly, he should have hard switched out and scouted for Zoro, because that's such a common trope is Zoro, but it's disguised as Druddy. I think that was a really bad play from him, honestly.
Yeah.
Man, Scyther, Claydol, Haunter.
So yeah, pause it here, because Scyther comes in on our rocks, and we're all looking at each other like, is this guy a dumbass? Like,
yeah.
I was thrilled with this switch. I'm like, oh yeah, bro. Like, please send that Scyther out.
Absolutely.
But it was a good play from him. It was a very good play from him, and we'll see why.
Good positioning.
This is a substitute Scyther. Our Dragon Tail cannot break this substitute.
And so we had to take a second and be like, okay, how do we not lose immediately to this Pokemon? Because when this didn't break, we had to stop and think like, one misstep and we might be fucking.
Right, tread cautiously.
I had some calcs going for this, if you want to pause that. So I had some calcs going for that, and after that Dragon Tail, the first Dragon Tail didn't break, I saw that it was most likely full HP, full speed, just bulky Scyther, because the Dragon Tail roll to kill was, I think it was like a 56, 44 or something like that for us to kill it.
Right, and logically, that's what I would assume too.
Yeah. So really, what we had to do, I mean, I think at this point it was just we had to hope that he was not offensive, because bringing in Kabutops, as we did after this, was about the only thing that we.
I will stop you and say I don't believe that offensive Scyther 2 KOs Kabutops even at +2. So I recall the discussion we had was, okay, we've seen sub, we've seen SD. This is going to be roost in one attack, and that one attack is likely going to be a flying stab. So we knew that Kabu was our only safe switch after breaking the sub. It was a tough call. We navigated it very well, but honestly, Kabu was our only play. Yeah, because it wasn't going to drop to this.
So I have the calc on my screen right now, just because I was curious about it, and it does. If it's offensive Scyther, it actually does 2-hit KO.
Ooh, so we could have been wiped. We could have been wiped right there.
It could have actually beat us right here if it was the right set. Yeah, super scary, but fortunately, it was not.
So this sub was strange to me.
I agree.
Or sorry, no, not the sub. The turn afterward, because I think he hard switched to Claydol.
He roosts this turn and then he goes Claydol, I think.
I'm gonna interrupt and say I think the sub was a really bad play. If you want to pause it, and the reason for that is we're in the Cup of the Year finals, bro. We just saw that our Dragon Tail did not break that Scyther substitute. We are not staying with.
That's true. Please some respect, Mr. Lovesock.
We can't ever afford to make that play. So he should be attacking there. If you ask me, that's where you get your attack, because we have one switch. It's Kabutops, and maybe we're freaking like weak armor or something. Like maybe he can win like right on the spot with some crazy stuff. I don't know. Like he should have put an aerial ace in the hat just to see what happens. Go fishing for that, because otherwise the sequence we're seeing right now is how we get out of it, and he really doesn't get a lot from it.
Yeah. Yes.
And the
so,
Scyther set is so clever. Sorry, but the Scyther set is so clever. But once we know what it is, it loses a lot of its effectiveness. It's at this point. I think I said, okay, Drudagon just can't come out of its Pokeball until the Scyther is like either
Exactly.
low
I think
or
you
gone.
did say that. You were like, this
Yeah, I think that was
Drudagon
the
can never
exact
become
word.
fodder.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
true,
so-
because this Scyther was a threat, bro.
Yeah. So I think
But
you're
it-
right.
it was cool.
He did Roost here.
Yeah, and like I don't like the roost either. Like hit us. That was silly. I don't know. I don't like that. We got
So I
rid of
was
rocks and lost
thinking-
half our health.
I was thinking about this game after it happened. We could have rapid spin. We could have pressed rapid spin one more time and just won the game immediately. And that's because this is Assault Vest Kabutops. Assuming this is a special attacking Claydol.
We're
survived.
superpower, right?
No, we were Psycho Cut.
Well, how
would we
how
beat
do we kill
Scrafty?
Scrafty then?
I mean, we could just waterfall until it dies. He was never bringing
No.
in. I don't think he was ever bringing in Scrafty.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was because that was most likely a Choppleberry Scrafty.
Oh
he-
yeah,
he
this
would
was a
have ever
weird
feared.
Scrafty for sure. It didn't have a revealed item. You're
What
right.
was
Probably
it?
was Chopple.
We
It
didn't-
was.
didn't
It was.
see It's
yeah,
Chopper,
we-
Ko-
we didn't see it.
maybe, but I don't think I don't think you're ever bringing in Scrafty into Kabutops like that.
This was
I
a
would
really
say
good call by
probably-
Drew. Not Drew, Steve. Excuse me. And he said, man, this Scyther is never going to stand on the rock move, so we have free water move, and it's a click that we have to make because we got to fight back.
Yes.
Right. And also, like looking at that turn, like he did not roost just to just to stay in the next turn.
For
Ain't no
sure.
way.
Yeah.
So
This is good click.
this is where we were all kind of questioning, at least in our minds. I don't think we actually said anything, but like,
Ooh, this
does
turn.
this Mantine ever enter the field like at all? Because it's probably bold Mantine. It could just come in at some point. Like even to Revenge, I don't think it dies if it's bold to Stone Edge.
Oh, and you know
Well,
what? I'm glad
yeah.
glad you say that because in this game state, this is where we were looking at our own Mantine.
We
Because
were.
This is a rain dance Mantine. This is a life forward full offensive, and I'm like, boys, like we need to get rain up because we can just win immediately. We got to ship his Mantine, and the game is over.
Yes.
That was kind of like our goal. And then this turn with Haunter, I'll let someone else explain it because this was an interesting turn.
So
honestly.
the logic really was just like, I have Psycho Cut. If this is Scarf Haunter, then I just bring in my own Haunter and press Will-O-Wisp. I mean,
Yeah.
there's really not much more to
There's not
that.
but there wasn't a move that he could lock into that would be advantageous for him. We always got a
Exactly.
huge momentum shift on the follow up.
Yes.
Kabu kind of did its job. Like rocks are up. I'm not really worried about the Scyther now that we know it's we just know how to play it. We got to play it right. So good job, Kabu. He ended up being Scarf Hunter and
He
put us
did,
down,
yeah.
but that,
He kills
that
us
info
with
was
grass.
really
Yes.
really important because now we knew how to play versus this Haunter. We knew like
Oh, kills us
What we
with
had.
Focus Blast, not grass.
Yeah.
that
But
was
still,
a
free Haunter.
crazy click. I wish that
Yeah,
missed because it
yeah.
totally deserved a miss.
True, yeah. What kind of sicko clicks that shit? He should have got cut psychotically.
Right. Like if he's Scarf, he's probably got T-Bolt or well, maybe not. Maybe not. I was thinking that, but he might just be stab focus blast trick. But
Yeah.
that's just so scary. That's such a scary focus blast. He's crazy for clicking that.
Yeah.
So now we're like, okay, he's locked into focus blast. Like we have our pick of the litter from who we want to send out. I don't know who we end up going to. I think it was Haunter.
We do go
We went
Haunter.
into Haunter.
We were pondering,
was-
I think, trying to fish the sub with Pert or something, but
Yes.
we do decide
Yeah, then-
Haunter to try to catch something with a Wisp.
Yeah. And honestly, in hindsight, this isn't that huge of a turn for us. But like Rose, it's like we're gonna beat Rose. Scrafty is really the only thing that we were kind of scared of. And I need you to turn
pause it
and
right
turn the
here.
audio on for the rest of this clip because I'm proud
No,
of this one.
don't turn the audio on. This is why Taunt saved us. Well, this is one of the reasons why Taunt saved us. The other reasons
Okay.
after this Scrafty dies.
Right. And I'll transcribe it because this term we're like, okay, this thing's kind of scary. Shedskin bulk up can mess with us, but we do have Mantine in the back, so we weren't that scared. But we didn't see the lefties, so we're like, what the hell?
Yeah, we were
then
all
the
trying to
call I
figure it
made-
out. We were all yapping. All three of us were talking, and Drew was like, "Shut the fuck up, boys."
No,
We
I didn't
gotta
say that, but
taunt
Dragon
this
Knights beat us.
shitter.
Dragon Knights beat us right here. If you got +2, I honestly maybe Jordy could have fought back. I don't know, but I was so scared of Dragon Dance, so that taunt was like we had to taunt, in my opinion.
Yeah. And he did press Dragon Dance, so
And that was a
Right,
great
I was
call.
scared of Shedskin. I was scared of Shedskin Dragon Dance is
Yeah.
what I was afraid of.
Yeah, so is my thought was like, maybe this is just Moxie. Why don't I just stay here and see what he's got? Because Crunch isn't even gonna 2-hit me from where I'm at. Just hex him.
Yup.
And it did a shit ton. It did so much damage.
30% is crazy. Yeah, we take 14 from Stone Edge. We're like, what a free turn. Let's just wow, our Hunter's beating Scrafty today. That should never happen. But that's I think we played it expertly. We played it so well, and we put that thing down like a dog, man. That was such a good sequence. Yeah, and that's exactly why that Hunter turn went the way it did. We're like, take a Kabu, fine. We'll get him on right back.
Yeah. So this turn was where I was glad that they finally fixed taunt in the previous update. Because, well, we'll let it play out and let him.
Slow taunt used to wear off a turn earlier than it should, I believe.
Yes. So it counted the turn that you actually press taunt as the turn, regardless of where you were in the order. So right here, we were like, okay, what does he do? Because if he sword stances, then whatever. We still
has to
taunt
sub
him.
though for the
if
wisp.
he subs, which is what we were saying he probably had to do, if he subs there, then he's done. Because taunt properly lasts 3 turns now, and all of the chip damage, as long as he doesn't crit Druddigon, is just going to kill him.
Yep, it was so satisfying. It was beautiful.
Really well played, yeah. Because at this point, it's just free Druddigon, just click whatever. I think we glared after, because he attacks here, obviously.
Yeah, I think, this turn didn't really even matter. I think we pressed Dragon Tail in case he wanted to switch.
We do glare here, though, because it's the only... There's no reason not to. He either attacks us and dies, or we get a free glare on something, so...
But you're totally right, Steve, because old taunt, we maybe could have been in a losing position, or a position where we could have lost the game to that Scyther.
Yeah,
I think we could have.
And that's why I said I was going to taunt that turn, because it was fixed. Like, he was at 25.7 or whatever, so it was 3 turns that he had to hit Druddigon, and 3 turns that Druddigon was going to survive.
Yeah. I think this Druddy should have been Helmet, and Lefties was obviously less ideal in this matchup, but I think if I was going to run this team myself, I would have ran Helmet Druddy just because of how fast paced it is.
I mean, yeah, it's there for Rose. It's there to just be a Rose switch and just tank it a little bit, because it's careful. Very
careful. Speaking of which, I don't know what this mod even did in this battle. I think it's the only thing it ever did.
Yeah, so it pressed Giga Drain. I believe, so it was Life Orb. I believe what we did here, I'm trying to remember what the sequence was.
I think we went Zoroark, but I'm not totally sure. Maybe it was Haunter and Trick.
I think it was either...
We tried to catch the Mantine, I think, because we wanted our Mantine to win.
To trick it.
Yeah,
we wanted like to dance away. We're like, damn. Trick was bad, I think.
The Trick. Well, this Haunter's not Trick. This is just defensive Haunter. But I think
this is a Zoroark.
No, this is Zoroark when we do Trick.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, we did Trick it, and that's what we wanted, just to save Mantine. So it was just.
Yeah, and that turn didn't go our way, but I think we were okay with that, because even still, like, choice locking Roserade helps us a little bit. It's not the best, but it helps us a little bit. Zoro appreciates not being choice locked as well.
Yeah.
But this kind of was a weird spot, but the good thing is we knew it was choiced into Sludge Bomb. I think we went Haunter on this turn because it just bounces off.
4x resist, so you weren't taking anything. Yeah, 14. And then this turn, I think
this is insane.
Who was it that was saying press Wisp?
It was
totally me.
It was Drew. Not to point fingers. It was definitely Drew.
I would say that again, bro.
Yeah. So it's really a 50-50 turn. Like,
for sure.
You press Wisp.
I think we were divided 50-50 too, actually.
My logic was, I'm just going to press Hex, because at this point, every single one of us was saying, okay, this is defensive Mantine. I'm faster than defensive Mantine.
We can taunt
I can just Hex, and if it comes in, he can't defog. We can taunt and just Hex it down.
And that's 100% the right play, right? Yeah, for that exact reason. Yeah. That's very smart. Yeah, Wisp would have been incorrect.
Yes. Now, what actually happened?
This was so good.
was not that.
And I think our opponent made the right play, because at this point,
this was crazy.
His only way to win was pulling something like this off. I would have tried the same thing, but he didn't get us due to Steve's expertise.
Honor comes out.
Yeah.
X takes it out. Gone.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That was a beautiful turn. At that point, we're like, yeah, we won the game. Like, I don't think our opponent has any counterplay. I don't even know what he does this turn. I think he goes to Mantine again.
He went to Mantine and surfed. Yeah.
Yeah. We see
It was the
Mantine come in, we're
reveal,
like,
the big
hell
reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, hell yeah, here it is. Let's chip this thing and put this guy down, right?
Yeah.
No.
And then the most, in my opinion, nonsensical Mantine just comes onto the field.
Yeah.
Like
So
I can see it not being default because you have a Claydol, but I did not see it just being straight up an offensive one.
yeah, it's offensive. It's probably the same set that we were, and we're all scratching our heads because it like we're looking at his team and we're like, what? like we knew we had won, and now we're like, okay, we super win.
So we went Zoroark here just to try to Dark Pulse flinch it. It really didn't matter what we did at that point because right here Swampert comes in and then we just start bulking up.
Yeah, this is a bulk up Swampert.
The Steve classic.
And the reason we were always fine clicking bulk up because even if he goes to Rose on this turn, we have our own Mantine still. And Giga Drain, like, come on, he needs an active god to pull that off. If anything, we get a free Rain Dance. You don't really care about his Swift Swim. Life is good.
And then at this point, since we're +1, Rose Raid can't come in anymore.
I don't even get why
yep,
he's roosted.
so-
Just Ice Punch spam.
Weird roost.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we just Ice Punch to get it in range.
We crit
Froze,
froze,
yeah.
I forgot.
The crit freeze was brutal. But
I think our
I think we
Mantine
always
did it to
won.
him anyway, so.
Yes.
yeah, Rose is not doing even 50% with Sludge
Yeah.
Bomb.
I
So-
think the min roll on Hurricane was something like 137%.
Yes, I
So
remember
it
saying
was-
it out loud. 137%, we always
And-
win,
Right.
bro.
Right.
And
So
This
Go
is
ahead.
why I wanted the Rose tricked, was because it posed no threat to Mantine.
yeah, we're like, yeah, take the Giga Drain, whatever, that's fine. But we knew our Mantine always beat Rose and it always won the mirror match just simply because we're probably the same set and we just have one more roost than he does. So you do the math.
Yeah.
Maybe some Hurricane confusion craziness was avoided with that Ice Punch, but I think we played far better and that was a very deserved win. And honestly, that game was way more one-sided than a 1-0 result that we got. In my opinion.
Absolutely.
Not mentioned during that game, the fact that the center arena is so far out of everybody's view that they actually ended up moving us to
Yes.
like, the bottom left.
That's so funny.
They originally had everyone in the center, and we couldn't even spectate from there. I had to have Steve take a screenshot for me because I was like, "Man, we're in the finals. I might make a video and try to clickbait this. Can you take a screenshot for me?" Because I couldn't even get a
Right.
picture of everyone. I remember
Yeah.
Drew couldn't even spectate because like they were too
Oh my
far or
gosh.
something. Like the close.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
going 70 miles an hour. Like, guys, I can't even get in. Like, what's going on, bro? So that put us up 1-0. That was awesome. We were like so hyped. Like we were like all fist bumping. We just had an undefeated run in the biggest tournament. Like we were like, hell yeah. That was the only one we got in the finals, unfortunately.
Yes, it was the only win we got in the finals. Joel said they got hacks to shit. I don't know what happened in UU, but we were
the first to finish. We were winning. And
Yeah.
we didn't win.
All I
But-
know is NU fucking showed up.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mind a runner up. I already have that gold cup, so I needed a different piece of hardware anyways. Hell of a
Honestly-
run. that was I had a great time.
I like silver better than gold anyway. Fuck it. And you know what, bro? Going undefeated in NU was so fun. And I am very grateful that Val was, well, that they asked me to play it all because I was so happy to contribute. Val's treated me very well throughout the year that I've been here, so I was very happy that I could try to pay back a little bit with some calcs and a little bit of VC moral support. So yeah, that was our run. Unfortunately, the rest of our team got smoked here, but Cup of the Year, a once-a-year event, super cool, and I just wanted to share with you guys because this was a super cool run by us, and I thought maybe some of you guys might appreciate some post-commentary wisdom. So if you guys enjoyed, please consider, if you guys got this far, subscribe on YouTube, please. Leave a like and comment down below. You know what? Just glaze Steve and Sarge because they were the masterminds.
That's the same person.
That is the same person.
Oh my god, I said Steve.
It's okay. It's
Wait,
okay. No. Group
it's
effort,
11.
bro. Group effort.
It's 11 p.m. It's past my bedtime. Glaze, Drew, and Sarge. Excuse me, Steve and Sarge. Steve played
that's
2
funny.
rounds though, bro. So we have to glaze Steve and Sarge, 1 for each, and then Drew because he did round 1.
Right.
So-
His alter ego.
Yeah, his alter
Love it.
ego. All right, you
Yeah.
guys want to say anything
Well,
to the people?
yeah. No, just thanks for having us. I think it's really fun to give insight in these kind of team coordinated events because people call it ghosting, and I guess it is by the traditional definition, but I think it's super fun to kind of play Mons as a team. It's like way different from just queuing up, you know, for your ladder or your PSL solo dolo. Like I don't know. I like playing with my boys. It's way more fun than anything else.
For sure.
It's called team tournament for a reason.
No, for sure. Yeah, I would be surprised to hear anyone didn't like ghosting in the team tournament. I thought it was like the whole point, like you compete as a team. But yeah, we will see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your day, my friends.